Dice is on the beat.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we are doing some extra special pan-seared sea scallops. Now, here's the grocery list of the items that you guys are going to need. Now, the angel hair pasta is completely optional, but I did go ahead and make that first. So if you're not interested in making the pasta and you just want the sea scallop recipe, you can go ahead and skip ahead. But if you do want to make the pasta, stay tuned. Of course, every great sauce starts off with a little bit of butter, so I'm sauteing that now. Now I'm going and adding in some onions. I'm going to cook these down until they're translucent. Now look, I can explain. I did take my eyes off of the onions for a while. They're still translucent. They did get a little overcooked, but I'm completely fine with that. So I just went along and kept them, and now I'm adding in the garlic. I'm going to add in my chicken broth. Like I said, normally I would use white wine, but I didn't have any, so hey, we just had to do what we had to do. And if you guessed it, I also forgot to put my butter in before I started my sauce after those onions and garlic, cooked down. But hey, like I said, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and I just added it in afterwards. It honestly does not make a huge difference. And now that that's started to simmer, we're going to go ahead and add in our heavy cream. Now, we don't need a lot of this. This is not a cream based sauce, okay? We're just adding in a little bit. We're using angel hair. We need our sauce loose. It can't be too heavy to coat those noodles. So yes, just a hint of heavy cream. Okay, so now I'm adding in my freshly squeezed lemon juice. And now I'm just adding in my salt, pepper, Cajun seasonings, garlic powder to taste. This part is 100% up to you.
Dice is on the beat.
So I'm just folding that in, and now we're going to start on the scallops. So I'm just seasoning up my scallops to taste the way that I like to. I love using Slap Your Mama. You guys, if you're familiar with that, it has a really nice kick to it, but it's not too much. That's going to be my salt substitute here today. So you also see that I'm using some garlic powder. And honestly, guys, what you use here is up to you. If you just want to do, salt and black, pepper, that is 100% up to you. I like a little extra flavor, so I'm definitely using about 4 or 5 seasonings. Blackened seasoning doesn't really have a high salt content, and I'm really just using it for color. So that's why I was a little bit more heavy-handed. Now you see I have some garlic olive oil and some butter over a medium heat. You want this to get fairly hot before you add the sea scallops into the pan. And when you add it in, if it does not sizzle, and immediately starts to brown them, then the pan is not hot enough. Sea scallops do not need that long to cook at all, you guys. Like, literally, they only need to cook about 60 to 90 seconds per side. Now that it's been about 60 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and flip them over. Yes, look at that nice color. That is exactly how you want them to look. Perfectly seared, not burnt, but perfectly seared. Oof, look at that. That's actually food porn. Like, that's so sexy. I don't know about y'all, but I get excited when my food looks exactly how I want it to. You're doing the exact same thing on the other side. I'm picking them up, trying to see how they look on the other side, and I make sure I check on them at around 45 seconds or so that I have some time to play with and I can adjust them as needed. Oh my goodness, they are so beautiful. Look at that one. I think that one was my favorite. That one looked exactly how I wanted them to look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put them on a plate. Just beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I also went and poured the excess butter from the pan on top of them, and now they look even better. Look at that. Oh my god, they turned out so perfect. They were so juicy on the inside. Right here, I'm just showing you guys how I typically plate my food. And we don't let any butter go to waste, okay, y'all? Because look at how, oof, yes, I had to drizzle on top. I just really had to. Look at how beautiful they are. Oh my god, my first time, and they were so good. They honestly tasted just as good as they look. I was so happy with how these turned out.